Intro.
Okay, so next problem natin, compute the maximum tensile and compressive stresses developed in the beam. So, unsymmetrical na to, no? Sa category na unsymmetrical. So, ganun lang din yung gagawin. Medyo mas mahaba lang ng kaunti, but the same process lang. So, again, the first step, or the first thing we need to do is to determine the maximum value of your moment. But this time, kailangan natin kumuha ng dalawa. So, we need to get the maximum positive and maximum negative moment. So, ano nga ulit yung first step in getting the moment? So, tama. So, we need to identify the values of the reaction. So, I will say this is point A and this one is point B. Okay? So, I will take summation ng moment at point B equals to 0. So, moment ka dito sa... moment at point A na lang. So, mahanap natin yung value ng RB. So, since lahat ng load mo is pababa, so lahat ng reaction mo, I will say this is upward force. Okay, so the equation will be 10 multiplied by RB is equals to, so you have here a uniform load or 0 degree curve. So 400 times 10 multiplied by 10 over 2. So 400 times 10, so magiging concentrated kalahati. And then plus yung 1,000 multiplied by the distance of 14. So what is the value of your RB? 400 times 10 squared is 1,000 times 14 by 10. So the reaction is 3,400. So that will be pound, and then take summation of forces ng Y o vertical, assuming upward direction as positive. So to solve for the value of your RA. So RA is just equals to 400 times 10 plus 1,000 and then minus the RB. So what is the value of your RA? So 400 times 10 plus 1,000 minus 3,400. So that will be 1,600 pound. Okay, so meron tayong reaction. We can now draw the shear and moment diagram. So project mo lang dito. So this will be the shear diagram. So nasabi sa point A, so meron kang RA na pataas with a value of 1,600. Pataas lang ako dito ng 1,600. And then, from point A to point B, meron kang uniform load acting downward. So 1,600 minus 400 times 10. 1,600 minus 400 times 10. So that will be negative 2,400. So ibig sabihin nasa baba siya. Or ganito yung magiging shape niya. So that will be negative 2,400 pound. And then from there, ano sabi sa point B? Meron kang reaction sa point B. So tataas ka daw dito ng 3,400. So plus 3,400. So magiging 1,000. So ito, 1,000. And then, dire-diretso ka lang. Hops! Ano sabi sa dulo? Bababa ka ng 1,000. So, pagdating dito, ayan, nag-zero ulit siya. So, this is correct. Since sa pag-zero natin sa dulo, okay, so now, we can now draw the moment diagram. So this is your moment diagram. But before that, i-project natin. Kasi nagkaroon ka dito ng point of inflection. So ito, I will say that this is distance x. So, kung x yan, therefore, this other end, that will be 10 minus x. So, ba't ko ginawa siya? Kasi kailangan ko mahanap yung value ng area. Okay? Kasi nga yung moment, nakadepende ka doon sa previous diagram or yung area nito. Kaso hindi natin alam yung distance na to. That's why we need to do ratio and proportion. Okay, so by RNP, or by ratio and proportion, so ano ba yan? So 1,600 over x is equals to, so just neglect the negative sign. So 2,400 over 10 minus x. So what is the value of your x? May value pa ba si x? 1,600. Should solve. Ano bang value nito? Maglagay tayong value of 5. Okay, so the value of x is 4 daw. Okay, so ayan. So, knowing the principle that the moment at your support is 0, so mag-start tayo ng 0. Again, coming from the previous diagram, so this is your first degree curve now, magiging second degree. So, it's either ganun siya or pa ganun. So, paano nga malalaman? Again, coming from the previous value o yung value ng sinundan. So, determine the maximum and minimum value. And also identify if nasa taas ba siya ng iyong shear plane o nasa baba. So, ito, nasa taas, ito pababa, so babawas, so ito pataas, dalagan. Okay, so again, sa support, start tayo ng 0. So, between these two value, 1,6 at saka 0, alin yung maximum? Tama, yung 1,6. So, dito, vertical and then horizontal. Okay, so just take the area of this. So 1/2 ng base times height. 1/2 times 1/6 times 4. So this is 3,200 pound-feet. And then coming from that, so ma-minus tayo since nasa baba siya ng iyong shear plane. So minus 1/2 of, so 10 minus x 6 times 2,400. So that will be negative 4,000. So again, determine the maximum and minimum value, neglecting the sign. So ito yung minimum, ito yung maximum. So paganan daw siya. Ayan. So that is negative 4,000. And then ito 0 degree, so magiging triangle lang. So, negative 4,000 and then plus, since nasa taas siya, so 1,000 o area ng rectangle times 4. Okay, so correct. Nag-0 ulit tayo. So, this is the first degree curve. Okay, so ganito yung magiging itsura ng kanyang deflection. Ganda na. So, ibig sabihin, paano siya magdi-deform? Oh, sorry. Magdi-deflect. So, magdi-deflect pala siya. So, kung ito nasa taas sa part na to, ito, pa ganyan. And then, sabi dito, since nasa baba siya, dito sa part na to, so, dapat, siya, sa taas naman. Okay. So, again, mahalaga to kasi unsymmetrical na tayo, magkaaroon tayo ng dalawang sagot. So from this, ang maximum positive value, dalawa lang na mapagpipilian mo. So ito yung maximum positive. I-check natin pareho dito. And this is the maximum negative value. Okay, so tapos na tayo sa unang step, pagkuha ng moment. Anong sunod? Kunin natin yung centroid nito. So the location of the neutral axis. Or the x-above axis. So, anong una natin kailangan gawin? So sa pagkuha ng centroid, kunin muna natin yung kanyang total area. So, the total area of that, dito ko na lang isulat, So, hatiin mo sa dalawang rectangle. So, So, this is rectangle 1, this is rectangle 2. So, ano ko na lang ha, hindi ko masyado hihimayin since maalam na naman kayo mag-centroid. So, bilisan ko na konti yung solution. So, 6 times 1 plus 6 times 1. So, the total area is equals to 12. Okay? So, 12, kunin natin yung, anong gusto nyo gawin reference point? So, ang gawin na lang natin, I will assume na nandito yung centroid nyo. Yung center of gravity. Project natin yan. So, this will be your neutral axis. So, tawagin na lang natin siya neutral axis ha, since dun sa libro, neutral axis yung tawag sa kanya. Pero x sub or x axis lang din siya. Okay, so, ang gawin na lang nating reference is yung sa taas. O, hanapin natin yung y top. And then, yung y bottom mo naman, isusubtract mo lang. Tama? Okay, so, we will solve now for the y top. So, knowing the total area as 12, so, multiply by y top is equals to, unahin natin si area 1. So, 6, so, times 1, and then, coming from this reference point dito, sa taas. So, that will be times 0.5 o kalahati ng 1. Okay? And then plus 6 times 1, itong rectangle 2. So, coming from this point with reference to that point. So, 1 plus kalahati ng 6 o 1 plus 6 over 2. So, what will be the value of your y top? 6 times 1 times 1 divided 2. 6 times 1 times 1 plus divide 12. So, that will be 2.25. Therefore, yung y bottom mo is equals to, so 7 minus the answer. So, that is 4.75. Okay, so meron na tayo. Tapos na tayo sa pangalawang component, yung C, or yung y top and y bottom. Next will be the moment of inertia. Okay, so moment of inertia with respect dun sa neutral axis. Okay, so ganun lang ulit. Hawakan mo yung iyong neutral axis and then unahin natin yung rectangle 1. So, BH cube over 12, hawakan mo yung neutral axis, alin yung base, alin yung height. So, 6 times 1 cube over 12 plus 6 multiplied by 1 times yung distance niya. So, that will be y top or yung 2.25 minus 0.5. Ano? So, ayan yung kailangan natin, di ba? So, 2.25 minus kalahati nung 1 para mo kami yung distance d. So, AD squared. And then plus yung iyong second rectangle. So, BH cube over 12 or 1 times 6 cube over 12 plus 1 times 6 or yung area times d. So, that will be y bottom. So, 4.75 minus kalahati ng 6 o minus 3 squared. So, what is the moment of inertia with respect to the neutral axis? Again. 6 times 1 cube divided 12 plus 6 times 1 times 2.25 minus 5 plus 1 times 6 cube
Ako ngayon nag-isa
4.75 minus 3.
Sana ay tabihan na.
So that is 55.25 inches raised to 4. Ulitin ko lang ulit ha, kasi mahirap magkamali dito. 6 times 1
Pakinggan mo ang aking sigaw sa dilaw na buwan.
Okay, so unahin natin yung positive moment, considering positive moment. Okay, so dito sa point na to, positive moment, so ang deformation mo nga, paganyan, di ba? So, alin yung under compression? Yung top, and yung tension bottom. So, unahin natin yung compression. So, the flexural stress, denote ko na lang siya as sigma F dash C. So, this is MC over I. Kung saan positive moment yung gagamitin, o moment positive, and then kung compression yan, alin nga compress? Yung Y top. So, Y sub T over I. Ayun, substitute mo lang. But, please take note of the unit kasi kung makikita mo, hindi pa natin nasasatisfy yung mga unit. So, ito naka-pound feet. So, kailangan natin convert yung pound feet to pound inches. So, that will be 3,200. So, pound feet. So, feet, multiply mo ng 12 para maging pound inches. And then, yung Y top mo, nakuha naman natin kanina. So, that is 2.25 over the moment of inertia na 55.25. What is the answer? 3,200 times 12 times 2.25 divided by 2. So that is 1,563.8009. So that is in PSI. Next, for the tension. So sigma F dash T. So, moment positive moment, multiply, so tension naman, so since ganito yung deformation mo, yung tension mo is Y bottom. Sorry, ito pala ay Y top. And then yung isa, Y bottom over I. So, copy mo lang to, 3,200 times 12. And then, yung Y bottom, so, where are you? So, 4.75 multiplied by 55.20. Ano ba napalitan lang dito? Ito lang, di ba? 4.7. So, that will be 3,301.3575 PSI. Okay, so meron na tayong compression tension, but hindi pa tayo tapos Ito, yung kinonsider natin is yung positive moment pa lang. Pwede kasi ang mangyari, yung maximum compression and tension na value, mag-a-appear siya dun sa negative moment. So this time, considering negative moment. So, flexural stress under compression. So, ganun lang din. Analyze mo, di ba? Dito sa portion na ito, paano nga ang deformation niya? Pataas. So, ibig sabihin, pag nasa taas siya, alin yung na-compress ngayon? Di ba yung bottom part? So, ito yung compression, ito yung tension, yung taas. Ito yung nabana. Dito sa kabila, ang nangyari kasi, yung taas yung compression, yung bottom yung tension. Okay? So, ngayon, para sa compression, so ito, moment negative. So, moment negative multiply by, so ano ang compression sa negative moment? So, Y bottom. So, Y bot over I. So, just neglect the negative sign. Absolute value lang kailangan natin. So, 4,000 multiplied by, so ito yung pound feet, so multiply by 12. And then Y bottom, so 4.75 over 55.25. So that is 4,000 times 12 times 4.75 divided by 55. So that is 4,126.7 6968 PSI. Okay, so and then yung isa for the tension, so maximum negative moment multiplied by, so ano nga pag tension, so y top over I. So that will be 4,000 times 12 multiplied by 2.25 over I na 55.25. So what is the answer? So 4,000. So ito mapapalitan lang. 2.25. So that is 1954.7511 PSI. Okay, so as you can see, we have 4 answers. So i-compare mo yung compressive. So which of these two is the maximum? So ito. So under sa negative moment, dun lumabas yung maximum compressive na flexural stress. And then for tension, compare mo lang. So for tension, dun sa positive moment lumabas, or 3,301.3575 PSI. So ito yung dalawang to, ang final answer. Okay, so ganun lang yung pagkuha ng iyong flexural stress for compressive and tensile under unsymmetric section. Let's proceed with the next problem.